Chat and chill, come on and make new friends with fun never ends at the Poetic. Chat and chill, we want to see you shine at the Poetic. Chat and chill, we're gonna have a good time at the Poetic. Chat and chill. Hi, welcome to the Poetic Chat and Chew, the show where you are the star. Today, we have Mr. Tony Bennett, the other Tony Bennett, and he's here to grace our stage today. Welcome, Tony.
Thank you. I appreciate being here. It's an honor. And I just want to tell you, I'm very proud of what you're doing and the progress with your new show. And it means a lot to me as well as you.
Mr. Bennett, I've been dying to know, when did you start using the moniker the other Tony Bennett?
Well, it's a great question because coming up in the city of Camden, I always went by Tone the Poet. I was known on the streets for rap battling and winning money, had to survive. So I didn't really start singing because my voice was getting hoarse all the time from being diabetic. So up until my early 20s, I didn't take singing seriously. I didn't even know I had a voice because of that. So when I started deciding to mix my talents and start writing and singing, I started doing karaoke. That's when I started changing over to the other Tony Bennett from Tone the Poet because it was a more marketable name. I could advertise it better. And also, it's like alter ego with me living in an image of the real singer Tony Bennett. So I decided to do it at that time, around the early 20s.
Okay, because I noticed on your business card, you have the Tony Bennett facing you.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. It's two-part. It's for marketing purposes.
Okay.
You got an X and Y chromosome. Like me and him were born together, separated at birth, where they had to separate us. And my other half, of course, had the bigger success, and the other half is trying to catch up with his success. So I'm the guy struggling to catch up with the other chromosome. So basically, the logo is for marketing purposes, and it also allows me to market and manipulate the music scene better because that name is a recognizable household name.
Right. Okay, I can see that. And him as your twin.
According to the cartoon and the logo, I tried to look like him as best as possible, And what's ironic is that the artist that drew it, his name is Mark Gaines, and he's well known around Philly. And I've known Mark for a while. He basically, I wasn't even in the building when he drew that, which is amazing. He took a picture of me and a picture of Tony Bennett, and he drew it without me being in his presence. You look at the photo, you would think me and Tony Bennett would sit next to each other.
Yes, I get that feeling.
That was amazing. I just happened to look up and get a great artist. Basically, I reached out to his people, and they basically they denied me access to get into their circle, and the reason why, because they don't know who I am. Basically, they didn't want me to be a threat to his music. So that part I understand. But the thing is, do you know and understand the connection and the money that could have been made with me and him collaborating together? But his people protected him, and they wouldn't allow that to happen. And that's what major pop artists' representatives do. They screen them and they protect them. So unfortunately, he passed away recently, and that never occurred.
Okay. Because it's very interesting.
Yeah, so.
Also, I heard that you are a 5-time, or I could be wrong, or 6-time participant for the America's Got Talent.
Yes.
And at Showtime at the Apollo?
Yes. Well, what happened was I was actually a recent 9th-time America's Got Talent contestant. They didn't call me on the first several times because I was new to them, so I wasn't a recognizable person. And then when they started actually hearing some of the stuff that I was dropping, they gave me more love. And also I was with David Hasselhoff in Tennessee. He bought me lunch. And he took pictures with me, which I never got a copy of. So I have a picture with the Hoff, me and the Hoff hugging, and also, he bought me Popeye's chicken for lunch. I remember that, me and him eating together. And a lot of people was hating on me, but I said the man just happened to like my personality. So anyway, I was in Tennessee. I made it into the second round at that time. That was like maybe my 4th try. And so altogether, collectively, it's been 9 times. I got selected to audition for the Apollo Theater, and it was canceled due to the pandemic and COVID.
Where can we send these questions? Where, like, if any of our viewers would like to know, like,
well, I have an open chain of communication, and most people in this business don't open their doors to you. They keep them closed unless you're paying them. Mine is different. You could email me at theothertonybennettrocks, ROCKS, at Gmail. Theothertonybennettrocks at gmail.com. 24/7. I'll eventually get to your email. Now, I can leave the number, but I'm not sure if you wanted me to do that on your broadcast.
Well, please do. Because I'm sure people would like to know.
Well, definitely. I provide management, professional management, and booking agency services, as well as a live internet station that I just started. And I'm going to be starting up a music publishing very shortly. You can reach me 215-220-2217. And I deal with national, international, local, it doesn't matter. If you need to reach me toll free, you overseas, long distance, 1-888-211-7468. You can call me anywhere in the world for free.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Mr. Bennett.
My pleasure.
That was wonderful.
It's a pleasure.
Educational.
Definitely.
Listen up, folks. If you need the service, he's your man.
Definitely, and I appreciate it. And I do have the resources for some entertainment lawyers. If you're trying to get yourself out there with management, publishing. I was trained in music and entertainment law, so I know the game and I know the law. You have to set your team up with people who know the law and what they're doing instead of trying to manipulate and run it by yourself. That's why you keep getting taken advantage of, and that's why people keep getting ripped. And that's why people can't get their publishing royalties from these so-called online stations. I'm not going to say no names. However, there's a couple people out there that are not paying people their royalties. They have no threat up to pay them. So my thing is that, okay, this guy don't have no people behind him. So we can manipulate and control his money and hold his money for him because you don't have nobody legally representing you. These people are not going to take you seriously.
Okay, we have a few minutes left.
Okay.
But that is, wow, excellent advice.
My pleasure.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of The Other Tony Bennett and our next guest, Mr. Jonavin Freeman.
Thank you. It was a pleasure being here on the show. Poetic Chat and Chill. Thank you very much.
Welcome back. The Other Tony Bennett, a.k.a. Why Not? Singing his tune. What is your tune?
Decisions.
Tries to measure for cash that they clever. Welcome to my world with the head gets severed. Annihilation even is a mistake, but I'm not afraid to try it every once in a while. Some cats they make my temper rude. When they see me out in public, often try to act new. And they play nice, as if they didn't hear things were said behind my back. Let's make one thing clear. You to do in life, do what I do the things that I do, plus you don't have the focus to see it through. Radio, you know the difference between the radio and the hit, dismiss. But they plans they're feeding you the boys and coming with the split shit. They took blacks and blacks and stone blacks and cavities on the shelf and down the track, and now she's home with the cats. Clear channel, let the picture when Nihon stepped in. Decisions. Clear channel, let the picture Nihon stepped in, sold the company for $1 billion, forcing in their win. We'll force you out, and never did I ever have a doubt. The money and the clout was dead. And made people often beware of the decisions that they made in their life. Sam Cooke got killed for what he did. He tried to make the man's publishing. Mr. Klein, stay defined. Use a bloody murderer and your life's on the line. Decisions. Clear channel, so handsome price, and now all his makeup. Holding on to dear life, and that's why when James Brown had the foot in the ground, they were ready to sell. Now I'm here to show and tell. Everybody need to hear it well. That decision that you're making in life, I'ma lay it down, so take my advice. Decisions. For real? You want the 360 deal? With publishing and not to break combining your spill? People see you start signing these deals. Major labels in these cities don't respect your appeal. Now, I'm not saying don't hear people out, but don't take your talent over to these talent scouts. Decisions. Cross collateralization, words pack a sign. Then they recruit your sources and you won't see a dime. For many years they're controlling your masters. And then you'll be a slave thereafter. And you're under control. And everything is controlled from the beginning to the finish. As the song starts to diminish, I want you to know that decisions.
Hi, and welcome back to the Poetic Chat and Chew. Right now, we have a very exciting guest, a very busy young man. He is an actor, a singer, a rapper, a producer, and a radio host. What else can this man do? My goodness. Welcome to the Chat and Chew, Jonavin Freeman. Welcome, Jonavin.
Hey, I'm happy to be here.
But wow, I'm still tired. I mean, if you add another thing to your list, yeah, you might as well just put a pillow right here, right now, because I don't think I can stand it. But this young man does so much. Got his his feet in so many doors. It's just amazing, and you're like an inspiration to other young people. Like, get off your butt. Okay? I mean, that might get stricken out, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth. There's so many people out there that feel as though, oh, I can't do this. Somebody just say the word can't, and they believe it. And you're the opposite. Someone say can't to you, I think you roll your eyes.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I will tell people is one thing that I had to learn in my my college days was like, if anybody ever asks you a question or if anybody approaches you about something and you don't know the answer to it, you should never say, like, to use terminology like can't or don't, suggesting that you aren't trying to find the information. I feel like was frowned upon back in, when I was in college. So my answer was always like, I'll find out or I'll try to figure it out. But I mean, one of the things that I'm starting to just realize and just to stand on now is just put your feet in the game, put your feet on the ground and just kind of keep the ball rolling. I mean, it's so easy to just like, play the sideline or just back away from things. But at the end of the day, like in this industry that we are in and that we aspire to make contributions in, like, a lot of times the main thing that hold people's back is the lack of resources. And, you know, when we do these things, we gotta literally get up every day to create more resources for ourselves, to create more opportunities for ourselves, so that when we get into different places, when we get where we think we're supposed to be, now that we have leverage to actually stand on, and now have the resources to not work as much and not be up as much. But, you know, it's a process, and I definitely wish more people would have the mindset of to just get up and try to make things happen.
Yeah, I have a feeling that a lot of people are afraid to just try because they think it's hard. Like you just mentioned, the lack of resources, but sometimes it's just people are afraid of those resources. I became a writer on my own, and a lot of people were like, well, how did you manage that? Who helped you? Nobody helped me. I just went to the one. We didn't have computers back then. Yeah, I'm that old. But the thing was, the library is a resource, and people fail to see that, even though that's just books. What do you think? Hello, what do you think all our information came from in the first place? Books. So if people would kind of like stop giving in to the negativity of the word can't, don't, ain't, no, then there is no excuse. I feel as though there's no excuse. Because people ask me all the time, well, how did you do it? Who helped you? Nobody helped me. I had a question. Where could I go at the time? The library. I found some books, read them. Hello, here I am. Now I'm writing books. You're making music because you had a resource. Even though college does help, yes, just go to the library.
Yeah, I will say, you brought up an important thing that most people neglect in their, not necessarily the creative process, but just in their process in general. Research is something that we often neglect, especially my generation now, because we really don't, we really neglect the value of having like a phone with internet and stuff like that at our disposal a lot of times. But I remember in high school, one time I was in history class, and I never really cared for history until pretty much now. But I used to always just be, like, I used to sit in history class, and then some people would just know the answers about stuff from like 85 BC. I'm like, we wasn't even alive. How are you saying the answer so fast? But the same people that was saying the answers would just literally research it as the teacher was talking. So now the answer pops up on their screen. And there's nothing really to hate on, but that's just using your resources, and a resource that we kind of take for granted just to have internet. So that's what is, I'm not trying to say it's no excuses, because obviously, like, even myself, I have stuff that like slow me down every day that I just can't, like, I can't move past sometimes. Sometimes it's not in my control, but I don't like to, like, certain things that we say, like being tired, for an example, or, you know, not knowing stuff, which not knowing is the gray area, but it's like we can't keep using the same exact things as an excuse to keep us from where we feel like we trying to get to, or where we feel like we should be. Well,
let's get back to your music.
Okay.
What is your song, Bridges Burning? Was it
Bridges Burn.
Bridges Burn. What is that about?
Well, my song Bridges Burn, honestly, to be completely honest with you, that I kind of made that song like after probably, like, it was a real tough, I had a real tough couple like days, mainly because I was just extremely sick. Like, I don't really understand why I got that sick, but I was sick. A couple like of my friends that I used to talk to a lot, I wasn't really talking to them at the time. I had like some pretty just annoying fallouts with people that shouldn't have never probably been in my life in the first place. But then again, it's like I also really wasn't making music that much, or I wasn't really making music, I guess, the amount that I liked, partly because I was working and I just had other responsibilities in terms of my day-to-day schedule being tired, just not having a strict schedule, which I like. So they kind of sparked from those feelings.
Okay.
But the overall meaning of it is like, honestly, it's gonna be trials and tribulations when you're trying to get to wherever you want to go. And like, I'm a big person, like I don't like no unnecessary extra stuff in my schedule. So being like, which is ironic because I'm late all the time, but like being like 5 minutes late and I got being like 5 minutes late and I'm thinking like I gotta be here, that stuff will like ruin my whole day for real. But it's like, you gonna have trials and tribulations, but it's not really about the trial, it's not really about the failure, it's about just the lesson and just building from it. So that's why I kind of mentioned stuff like bridges burns, because like when you burning something, it's kind of like disappearing. But at the same time, it's like something new could grow from that ash. So it's like, that's kind of where it stemmed from. And I guess the whole making and the production of the song, because I did do the beat, I really started with the guitar. The guitar was just a little bit different than what I usually go for, because I know for a long time I would just make a lot of piano melodies and beats with pianos. And like, I love the guitar. I used to play when I was a kid, but I never really implemented the guitar a lot in my music because I don't really play anymore. So I usually have to like pencil everything in on the computer, which pencil everything in on the computer pretty much means like do it electronically. And it's like, I kind of made that guitar loop or that melody, and I kind of was like, it's definitely different, which I like because it has a lot of like a rock feel to it. But it just really gave me a anthem feel to it. And I was like, I gotta say something that's like an anthem. So that's pretty much where it came from.
Well, that
and what
sounds
inspired
good.
that.
Can't wait for you to perform. Bridges burn. Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll talk to Mr. Jonavin Freeman when we get back.
Really hurt my chest. Hey. Same way bridges burn, same way lessons gotta be learned. Ain't getting a turn. Ay, silence from the pages I read, might as well let it burn. Ay, better I let it hurt. Ay, better I let it hurt. Ay, I'm grind around that hearse. Ay, California breeze. Ay, 323 my ease. Ay, you and your dreams. Yeah. Ay, better I let it. Hey. Hey. Better I let it. Yeah. Live for the moment that all of us make it. Ay. No, we deserve it, the numbers we chasing. Ay. Flow like a heavy, let's get heavy. Got too many problems, I'm after the bevy. Too many diamonds, don't know what possess me. Hundreds on hundreds, I'm building my leverage. Need me to work better, send me a package. I'll send me right in, cause I'm already ready. I'm just straight attacking, I try to forgive you, that made me average. Used to want all of mine to love me. Counting up millions and billions forever. Can't take nothing from it. The hating is such a disease. Ay. They die over peas, people that can't even read. While I say hello to a baddie, making her blushing and cheesy. In the same moment she want me, counting the moments we grieving. Can't be alone, ain't hurting, ain't easy. Need me a sponsor this season. Can't get my woman involved with my demons. I'm in a jungle, potato and brown in a bundle. I hope they go off when I need it. Okay, yeah. That's how I'm coming to see you. Yeah. Ain't no sense in deceiving. I ain't get lit in a couple of days. Stuck in the silence from all of my trades. Thank you to greatness for changing the game. Ay. Lived in a big village close to the tundra. Cooking a beat, make it bang like a thunder. Need a big body, I'm choking the tucker. My weight always under. Switching my lanes with my brothers. Ain't nothing funny. Ay. Yeah, go up a sack, then I lose me like 50. Still in my bag, I might the gritty. Praying my dad don't go older, go missing. Yeah, honorable mention. I ain't gonna lie to the vision. She don't get in the mission. I'm just here cutting attention. I know who is it. Ay, used to be chirping and capping, they just in the way. You ain't got to contribute, just get on my face. I ain't even working as hard as I could, it's okay. Nothing changed. My cousin, he's sorta amazing. You living lucky, but just trust me, you don't even know what it takes. Yeah. Wishing for life to be easy. Slamming me out, do me greasy. One on my ticket, that's teasy. Can I be my mama to W? If you do, I can hate as a reason. Yeah. Can I do management? I am the team. Can I do management? I am the team. Don't let me do it alone. Promise I'm watching my tone. Wishing you answer the phone. Wishing you answer the phone. Thoughts got me thinking about you when I'm gone. Can't say about you, what's up about you, don't need rounds, you got your own. Send me a picture, my baby had naked. Probably while I was you out in the facing. Probably while I was you out in Jamaica, Really hurt my chest. Same way bridges burn. Same way lessons gotta be learned. Can't get upturned. Silence from the pages I read. Might as well let it burn. Better I let it hurt. Better I let it hurt. I'm running that hurts. California breeze. 323 my ease. You in your dreams. Yeah. Better I let it. Just Jonavin Bridges Burn. Out now on all platforms. Better I let it.
Wow, wasn't that great? Thank you, Tony, aka Why Not, and Jonavin Freeman. Oh, they were wonderful. And if you want to see more, it's coming, okay? Our future shows will have more poets, more singers, more dancers, more everything that every talent you want is coming to the Poetic Chat and Chill. I'm Michelle Clark, your host, and thank you for watching the Poetic Chat and Chill. See you next time. Mwah.
I want to show you something hot and new. I want to treat you to the Poetic Chat and Chill. Come on and sit right down. We're gonna chow on now at the Poetic Chat and Chill. Food, folks, hearts and things. A good time without losing your purse strings. All we want to do is bring out the hardest in you. Poetry, cooking, draw, dance, or sing. This is the place to show off your thing. Oh, come on and have your say. Become a star today at the Poetic Chat and Chill. Come on and make new friends where fun never ends at the Poetic Chat and Chill. We want to see you shine at the Poetic Chat and Chill. We're gonna have a good time at the Poetic Chat and Chill. Hope to see you there.